Okay guys, today we will discuss about the trigonometry and this is about the right angle triangle. In front of the right angle there is called the hypotenuse and always this is always in front of it. This is called the hypotenuse. Whatever the shape of the triangle in front of right angle, this box means 90 degree. So because it's right angle triangle in which one angle is 90 degree, in front of 90 degree there is a hypotenuse. And if we mention any angle, either this angle we mention here according to this, and let's suppose we say this is the triangle A, B and C. Okay, now according to B, angle B mentioned here, so this side is called the opposite side. So whatever the angle mentioned in front of that angle is called the opposite side, and the rest of side is called the adjacent. For example, if we mention here this angle, if we mention this angle here, angle C. According to angle C, the blue line, this line means this is in front of this line, so this is called the opposite. So whatever the left is called the adjacent. So the point is always in front of 90 degree, the line, the longer line, which is always the longer line, is called the hypotenuse. And whatever the angle mentioned in the triangle, according to that angle, the side is given the opposite and the adjacent. So as we mentioned the red one, it is called the opposite according to the red. And if we say the mentioned angle is the blue one, so it means according to this is the opposite. Okay, what as I said, what kind of the triangle? Let's suppose if I say the triangle here like this, so it means this is right angle. In front of right angle, this is called the hypotenuse, and but there is no mention angle here. So we can't say which side is opposite until we mention the angle. Let's suppose if I say this is the angle what I mentioned. So according to this is called the opposite, and the rest of line is called the adjacent. Okay, so we use here the trigonometry ratios, which are the tan angle equal the opposite over adjacent. And the second we have here sine angle opposite over hypotenuse. The third one is sine angle equal the cos angle equal adjacent over hypotenuse. So whatever the information you are given, you just substitute in the following question, and the rest of thing you can find. If you are given opposite and adjacent, he said you find the angle. Then we use always whenever we use to find the angle, we go for the shift and required function. Shift and required function. So angle equal tan inverse opposite over adjacent. So if we are given this information, opposite and hypotenuse, so according to this, if we need to find an angle, so we go for the shift sine opposite over hypotenuse. If we are given this information, so we need to find the angle, it would be cos inverse adjacent over hypotenuse. Or either you can you are given any information, as I said, you can substitute in the given formula. Okay, so you can find the rest of thing. So let's start with the question, with the worksheet questions, and further we will discuss what we need to find out, and I will substitute everything there, so we do the question from there. So without wasting the time, we go for the worksheet. As in the worksheet, this worksheet is from the book STP Mathematics 3A, Trigonometry, chapter number 18. He said in this question, find the marked angles of the following 1 to 3. So it means first three question he mentioned some marked angle, and he said that find the answers from them. If you look at here, according to this, this is the marked angle. In front of marked angle, this is the information which is called the opposite, and the longer side in front of right angle is called the hypotenuse. So this is opposite, and this is hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse, you know that what formula we need to find, it means the sine. So apply the sine. I need to find the angle, which is A, equal the opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, I was given the information. Whatever the information I given, I just substitute in the formula. So opposite is 9, and hypotenuse is 14. So we need to find the sine angle. So angle always equals shift the given function. So the given function here, sine. So 9 out of 14. So answer is shift sine 9 over 14 give us 40.00. So I just write here angle A equal 40 degree. Okay, question number 2. We are given information. According to this information, this is called the opposite, and in front of right angle, this is called the hypotenuse. But we are given opposite and adjacent because there is no hypotenuse value. So it means we are given the opposite value and adjacent value. And so opposite adjacent, what formula we use, you should remember the formulas before you go to simplify the questions. If you remember them, then easily you can understand. So first try to understand the right angle triangle, which side is called the opposite, which side called the hypotenuse, which side is called the adjacent. If you remember them, then you can easily simplify all the question. What kind of the question comes in front of you, you can easily handle it. Now we are given this side, which is opposite, and this is adjacent. We know that the opposite adjacent, we use the tan formula. So tan angle, we are given angle here P, so I write P here equal the opposite and adjacent. So opposite over adjacent, and we are given the information. Substitute the information in the given formula. We need to find the angle P, so I leave as it is. So opposite is 3 and adjacent is 4.2. So as we know that whenever we need to find angle, we just substitute, we just shift the tan or the sine or the cosine the other side of the function, so it becomes angle. So angle P equal tan inverse equal 3 over 4.2. So just simplify the answer. So shift tan, because we require the function is tan, so 3 divided by 4.2. So it is 35.537. So I'm just taking the value. Angle P equal 35.5 degree. Okay, question number 3. We are given here information. So according to this side is called the opposite side, and this side is called the hypotenuse, and this is the adjacent. Beside the angle always is called the adjacent side. So we are given here, so it means we are given adjacent and we are given hypotenuse value. So adjacent hypotenuse, we know that we use the cosine. So again I'm just repeating my statement. You should remember the formulas. If you remember them, then you can easily simplify the questions. So it is cosine angle is given Q, so I mentioned the Q angle here, which is equal the adjacent over hypotenuse. So angle Q equal, just simplify because we need to find the angle Q. So whatever the information given, substitute in the formula. So adjacent given here 5 and hypotenuse given is 6. So because we need to find an angle, so we shift the required function to other side. As I said, that whenever you need to find the angle, shift the required function. So angle Q equal cos inverse 5 out of 6. So put in the formula, shift cos 5 out of 6. So it becomes 33.57. So because after 5 there is 5, we can increase the number, because we know the rounding rule is what, 5 or more increase the number, less than 5 decrease the number. So 5 or more, so I'm taking 33.6 degree. Okay, question number 4 from the book STP, Mathematics 3A, from the chapter Trigonometry 18. In this information, this is the word problem in a triangle GHI. Angle H is 90 degree, GI is 52 centimeter, and IH equal 21 centimeter. He said find the angle I. Either you can do directly without making the triangle, or because just a rough sketch it's just a rough sketch, all not on the scale. Even the previous question what we done here, question number 3, even question number 2, or the rest of question, they are not on the scale. So this question, I just make a rough sketch on it, and I mention here first of all always to find out where is right angle, because right angle, after that you can easily find the rest of the value. So h is 90 degree, so that's why I mention here h is 90 degree. So I need to find angle I. So I was given g I equal 52 and h I equal 21. So according to this information, this side is opposite. According to right angle in front of this is called the hypotenuse, and beside the angle is called the adjacent. So we are not given opposite, we are given only adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent, hypotenuse, we know the what formula we use here. We just did this question number 3 here. So adjacent, hypotenuse. So we use here. I need to find the angle. So I'm just direct because we have already find the information over there. So we know the formula is cos angle I equal the adjacent over hypotenuse, because this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. So need to find the angle. So angle equal cos inverse, and the information adjacent is 21 and hypotenuse is 52. Substitute in the formula, then simplify for the answer. So we have already here I just 52, and here 21, because it's cos inverse 52 21. So answer is 66.18115. So I'm just taking after decimal one place, and after one there is a number which is more than 5. So applying the rounding rules, so we increase the number, which becomes 66.2. So angle I equal 66.2 degree. Okay, so this is the first page of the worksheet. Let's see the second page of the worksheet is what. In the second page, we are given here question number 5. Question 5, according to this, we need to find the side length. In the previous sheet, in the page, in the previous page, as we found here, all the sheet, page 1 is all about the angles. We need to find the missing angles, but now we are going to find the missing side. We are given the angle, we are given one of the side, and we need to find the missing side. Just mark the what missing side is. So this is the BC. Okay, we need to find this one. So according to this, this is called the opposite, and this is called the hypotenuse. So the opposite hypotenuse, what formula? Again, I'm just repeating. Please remember the formulas. If you remember them, then you can easily find out the solution. So opposite hypotenuse is about the sine. So sine which is given 42 equal, the opposite is BC, and hypotenuse is AC, which is 10. So division, transfer other side becomes multiplication. So BC equal 10 times sine 42 degree. So simplify it, it becomes 10 times sine 42, which is given 6.69. So I'm just making one decimal place, so it becomes 6.7 centimeter. Question number 6. In this question, we need to find PQ, and PQ is this side. According to this, is called the opposite, and beside the angles we mention here, this is the adjacent. So opposite adjacent, we know that the formula is 10. So 10 angle, which is 65, equal, the opposite is PQ over adjacent, which is QR, the value 9. So this is division, transfer other side becomes multiplication. So PQ equal 9 times 10, 65. One more thing, guys, I saw many students what they made a mistake. They normally always take the inverse, even either they put the angle or not. But please make sure if you are given already angle, don't take shift any required function. So directly put the value in the function and then simplify. So it is 9 times 10 65, which is equal to 19.3. So PQ is 19.3 and the unit is given centimeters, so I'm writing PQ 19.3 centimeter. Okay, question number 7. We are given here find zy, which is this side. According to this, it becomes the adjacent, because in front of the angle this is called the opposite, and in front of 90 degree this is the hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse. So what formula we know that we use? Cosine. So adjacent hypotenuse, we know that it's cosine formula. So cosine angle given 55 equal adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is zy, so zy divided by the hypotenuse, which is 14. Again, this is division, transfer, other side becomes multiplication. So zy equal 14 times cos 55. Simplify it, you find the answer. So 14 times cos 55, so it is 8.03. Because it's very minor difference, so I'm just taking the whole number, which is 8, and its unit is centimeter, so I'm taking 8 centimeter. So zy equal 8 centimeter. Okay, question number 8 on page 2 from the book STP Mathematics 3A, chapter 18, Trigonometry. Now here again, I just made the rough sketch of the triangle. It's up to you. Either you can go for the rough sketch or not, or if you understand the question directly, you can do it directly, as we are given the triangle PQR. And again, I mention here, always just try to find out which angle is 90 degree. I found the angle is right, R is 90 degree, and angle P equal 31.2, 31.2 angle P. So I mentioned the angle P here. So we need to find angle, we are given the length PQ, PQ. We are given the length PQ. So we are given the length PQ. So this is PQ, 117 centimeter. We are given the length PQ. So we need to find QR. We need to find QR. We need to find QR. According to this is the opposite and this is hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse, we know that we apply the sine rule. So sine, we are given the angle 31.2 equal the opposite, which is QR. We need to find out, and we are given PQ, which is hypotenuse in front of right angle. It is 117. Again, this is division. When you transfer other side, becomes multiplication. So QR equal 117 times sine 31.2. So QR equal, just simplify it, so it becomes 117 times sine 31.2, which is equal 60.6091601. So I'm just taking one decimal place. After 6 there is less than 5, so no need to increase it. So answer is 60.6. So 60.6, because the unit is given in centimeter, so I'm saying centimeter. Okay guys, so this is the second page of the worksheet. Now let's see what about the next page about the worksheet. Okay, in the next page, we are given question number 9 here, again from the book STP Mathematics 3A, Trigonometry, chapter number 18. Question number 9, again, it's about the word problem, and we are given the triangle LMN, LMN, and we need to find out the MN. So first, find the location of the 90 degree, which is angle L. So this is angle L, which is 90 degree. So angle M we are given here, which is 14. I mentioned here angle M equal 14 here. Now the point we need to find L n given 8 centimeter, L n given 8 centimeter. It means we need to find M, and we need to find the hypotenuse. So according to the angle, this is called the opposite side, and this is called the hypotenuse side. So opposite hypotenuse, again we use the sine rule. Sine, we are given the angle 14 here, angle 14 equal, the opposite is 8, and hypotenuse we need to find, which is mn, so this is division. When you transfer here it becomes multiplication, so just interchange it. Mn comes here and sine 14 comes down, so it becomes mn equal 8 over sine 14. So just find, simplify. So we are given 8 divided by sine angle 14, close the bracket, because some calculator does not works without bracket, so that's why I always make a practice whenever in the division close the bracket of the function, then you will get the answer. Otherwise, if you observe, otherwise you will get the syntax error, or some calculators say the math error. So that's why I mention here, don't forget to close the bracket, sine 14, so you will get the answer 33.068. After the decimal 0, after that there's a 6 which can increase this number, so I'm just taking one decimal place of the length, so it becomes 33.1. So 33.1, so because it's a length, so it is in centimeter, so it is 33.1 centimeter. Okay, question number 10 from page number 3, from the book STP Mathematics 3A Trigonometry chapter number 18. Again, I just make a rough sketch of this triangle, which is PQR, and angle R equal 90 degree. I locate the angle 90 here, and we are given angle Q. I mentioned angle Q here, which is 10 degree, and RQ equals 16. RQ equals 16 centimeter, and find PR. So we need to find PR. We need to find this. So this is the question we need to find. So according to this angle, this side is called the opposite. This is the opposite side, and this is called the adjacent. So we know the formula, opposite adjacent, we use the tan. So tan angle equal 10, because the angle 10 mentioned here equal the opposite we need to find, which is PR divided by QR, which is 16. So because division, transfer other side becomes multiplication. 16 times 10, 10 angle. Guys, again and again I'm repeating, please don't forget the formulas before you do the question. You should remember the formula. If you remember the formula, then you can easily simplify the question. So 16 times 10, 10, which is equal to 2.82. So I'm just taking one decimal place, because after 8 there is 2 less than 5, so no need to increase. So I'm just taking one decimal place, which is equal 2.8, or we should go for the answer as we mentioned in the statement, but here it doesn't mention here, so that's why I'm just taking one decimal place, which is 2.8. Okay guys, so this is the question from page 1 to 3 from the worksheet of the mathematics, STP 3A Trigonometry chapter number 18. So here the summary you are given at the end of the third page about this SOHCAHTOA. In the short form you can say SOHCAHTOA, which is sine angle opposite hypotenuse, sine angle cos angle equal adjacent over hypotenuse, TOA tan angle opposite over adjacent. So this is all about the right angle triangle trigonometry ratio we're talking about here in this lesson. Hope you get hope you will get the help from this worksheet and from this video. Please do subscribe, and if you like the video, like and share your friends, and if you having any concern about your question, please inbox me without any hesitation. Thank you very much.